Okay, guys, my bad, right? Actually, my mistake. I didn't see the decimal parts here, right? Here's two decimal part, so the answer has to be 0.15. So minus 0.15, right? Be careful while noting, there's an error here. So 0.15. So over here you will get 2.1, right? Like around 21 means 2.1, yeah, 2.1. Here this is okay. This one is going to be 0. 0.15, yeah, 0.15 here. Right here, there is going to be the thing here. So 2.1, 2.1. So they said it gave completely just carbon dioxide and water vapor only. If only carbon dioxide and water vapor is there, you have to think that the oxygen is actually completely being used at the same time, right? If there was a remaining, they would have said to you that after the complete combustion of this hydrocarbon, you will get this amount of oxygen, this amount of carbon dioxide, this amount of water vapor. But they said only carbon dioxide and water vapor was only formed here, right? So obviously, you know that we have the oxygen completely being used up here, right? So what was being reacted here should be there as the initial moles. So that is the main thing here. So what can be x? So x is equal to, right, 2.1, right? It has to be 2.1. 0.015, right? Wait, this has to be 0.015, 0.015, right? 0.015, and here you will get 0.21 minus 0.21. Here also 0.21, 0.21. So this thing is here clear. So this thing is clear, and here you will get 0.15. Here you get 0.15, 0.15. This one's 10 times, ne? So 0.15. Okay. So 0.15 here. Okay. Now you got the moles here. So x is how much? 0.21. So now they are asking the mass, right? So mass of oxygen reacted. So I'm raising this part, right? I'm raising this part. Okay, bear with me for a second. Right. Mass of oxygen gas reacted is equal to, right? So W is equal to number of moles into the relative molecular mass. So X into 32 grams, ne? So X is how much? You got 0.21. So 0.21 moles, right? Here is gram mole minus 1 into 32 gram mole minus 1, right? Which is equal to 32, 21, 2, 3, 4, 6. So 672. So you will get 6.72 grams. So this much of oxygen is being formed here. So here you have to be careful when you're taking the initial moles of oxygen, because they said the final product that you're going to have is carbon dioxide and water vapor only. They have just given the masses here. So one more thing, as short, just shortly, you can say you can consider these two people only, right? Why? Because they said only carbon dioxide and water vapor. This is short method. So if this one was completely reacted, so this means O2 is also completely reacted here. So that's why we can, they have given the products which is only formed during the complete combustion of hydrocarbons here. So there was no any excess in the oxygen here. So both of these are completely limiting reagent. These two are limiting reagents in this case. Okay. In some cases there will be limiting reagent and there will be an excess case. But here both of them are limiting reagent. So here this is the concept. So you can use this person correctly and wisely. You can get the answer here. You can get the number of moles. And then if you substitute here, you will get this answer. So what's the answer? 6.72 grams. Yeah, obviously first answer. For this question, this is the answer. So be careful. No need of getting all these moles here. Read the question carefully. This is just 10th MCQ, right? 10th MCQ, general question. Think wisely, right? This is a tricky part. Those who understand the terminology, that the term cases which is there given in the sentence, like gave on complete combustion 5.94 grams of CO2 gas and 2.7 grams of water vapor. Only these two products were formed. So you have to get an idea that both the hydrocarbons and the oxygen has been completely used up. If it was there, they should mention here. Otherwise, you can't do this sum, right? And you can't get the first answer itself. That is obviously a different case. So here we have to consider that the hydrocarbon and the oxygen gas has been used up in the same situation. So that is the idea that you have to get here, right? So the next question is actually yeah, we'll see you in the next video for the next MCQ.